Ram Ram,
Mula
Mula
Namaste
Namaste
Salam.
Salam.
And once again, we are coming to you live from Sydney, Australia. It's Poonam and
And it's Ravin here.
doing a go live from our business page. So we are the face behind this business page, which is Poonam's online digital journey, and also Ravin and Poonam's digital journey as well. So we are the face, we are the real people, the business owners behind this page. And today is Thursday, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday to everyone, and good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everyone out there who's gonna be watching us now and or watching the replay later on again. So once again, this is a very special episode, which we have been doing it for past I think 8 weeks now. So this is a info who we are actually. First of all, let's see what we do. So we teach, mentor and coach hardworking for career focused moms and dads how to earn income online. So that's what we are doing, and we are here teaching the same and giving you all the information whatever is required for you to start your own online business. And we are the guide. We provide you with the guidance and assistance in doing that. So this episode is very special, as I mentioned, because I'm doing a lot of episodes. So this is one of the other special ones, because this is referring directly to our audience, to our
Yes.
followers who have been giving us questions, who have been asking us questions, who have been curious about this business, what this business is, what Ravin and Poonam are doing online, why are they always online and doing something, what are they doing? And so we have taken out those questions, and we are trying to come up here and do a live session where we can answer some of those questions in here as well. And today is question 9, which is, how much time do you have to spend in doing the business? So, of course. So, you want to start or you
Yeah,
want
look,
to?
I mean, in terms of just the basis behind it, right? I mean, in terms of what we do, right? I mean, in terms of these online businesses, Puno mentioned, like, I mean, we've been doing for almost 4 years now, or more than four
Just,
years,
just
just
over
four
four
years,
years,
just over
yeah.
4 years, right? So
Yes.
the avenues we use or the platform we use is social media, right?
Hmm.
So which could be like what we're doing, you guys watching us from Facebook modes, like I mean from that particular platform on our YouTube channel and so forth, like then we got Instagram, we also got TikToks, like I mean LinkedIn. So those are platforms that we use for this online business, right? um, for us in saying, like how much time do we spend in doing this business, right? So for us was more like prioritizing the time that we were leveraging on social media, prior joining this business. Like we all, like I mean I'm pretty much clear, like I mean whoever is watching now will be watching later, like I mean you guys all will be using social media platform, or you are using social media platform, right? Like you're watching through Facebook, that's using for social media platform, right? In terms of scrolling down, liking someone's post, or making a comment, or watching a video like this, right?
Hmm.
So you're still doing that, not knowing that the time you spend on it.
Yeah.
So we were doing the same, like prior to joining this, right? I mean so what we did was, in terms of leveraging the time or aligning that time, in terms of how could we leverage the time in terms of doing our online business. So yes, you do require time in doing that, but in terms of how we prioritize the time, how we align the time that we were using on something else or within a social media platform, and now we leveraging that or aligning that in terms of our online business. For example, a classic example would be like in Pi joining the business, I would personally would be spending close to maybe 3 hours in total in 24 hours time, like I mean on social media, right?
Hmm.
Or maybe more, on the pockets, right, of those
In pockets of
yeah,
those,
in
yeah,
pockets of
on
those,
your time.
which is
Yeah.
3.5 or 4 hours, right? So I was still doing the same when we start doing this online business, still spending that 3.5 hours or 4 hours on social media. But we are aligning that in terms of better use, in terms of leveraging that with online business. So we didn't increase the time we on social media. We didn't increase to be like in maybe 5 hours or 6 hours or 7 hours on social media. We're still using the 3 hours or 3.5 hours that we were using before. leveraging before, and then aligning it in a way that again gives us income or provide the revenue to run our online business from that aspects, right? So that's what we are doing from that aspects. And and when I quit my job, I had more time, right? So
So
then we set the priorities, right? Then we set the priorities, we schedule time, and then how we. It's not that we are there 24/7.
yeah,
It's
but
not.
then having said though, as Rabin has mentioned, but like you have to give in your time
Yeah.
whenever you are starting up something new. Not only this business. If take for example, if in your work field, right? If you're a promoter, if you get a new job, you have to go through the training phase, right? And the training phase is not for 1 hour, 2 hours, right? It will take you a week or 2 or 3 weeks to master that the new job you're gonna be
Of
taking
course,
up,
yes.
right? So
Well
that's
said.
like same our business, right? So it's something new you're going to be doing, right? So that's what happened to us, something new, and we want to master it. Yeah, so we want to become the master of it, so that we work hard now.
You need to
And
understand the
yeah,
basics.
we need to understand everything, and then becomes easier later on. They don't have to spend that much of time. So that's what we focus on. Master, I gave in all in whatever I had those time, right? So I'm not saying you spend all your 24
No,
hours, no, not your
no,
8 hours also
no.
either, but whatever you can give in, because the initial stage is yet you're going to be learning, right? So that's the initial stage where you're going to be learning about the whole process, the structure and everything, and that takes up a bit of time. Because as for me, maybe not everyone is a a quick learner, right? So everyone has got their own pace, right? Maybe for me, I go through something like 10 times to get it and grasp it properly. Maybe there's some other people who just can get it like twice in one time. So everyone is different. So that's why we have that
Each one is
flexibility.
unique. Yes. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yes, that's why we have the flexibility that you can walk around with your time, right? So you have, it's not required that you have to do a 9 to 5. No, whenever you have time, this Ravin has mentioned it, in your pockets of your time. So if you are working full time, take for example, right, you have got a 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 job or 8 to 5 job, whatever, but then you have got your evenings, your nights, right? So of course when you come home, you, or even when you are traveling, right, or coming back, commuting back
Commuting,
from, yeah,
yes.
we are still on social media. Everyone has got the phones
As
in
far
the
as you're not driving.
yeah, so everyone has got the phones in their hand, and they're going
Of
through
course,
social
yes.
media.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so you
We
know
all
what,
done that.
you can leverage that time, you can use that, utilize that. So that's a better use of the time in learning about the process, the training. So it's always accessible anywhere. That's how we are walking around with the time. And another thing is, as he mentioned, is prioritizing. So our business is our priority, I suppose. So that's why we are prioritizing. And as you go by, as things become easier, when you have known everything, and that's when you reduce your time. You don't have to be like physically be present. So that's another of the benefits of our business, that we don't have to be physically present in there every day, because there is automation, of course. And that automation, once you know how things are going, and you can automate so many things in there, right? And then it just eases up. And then for like answering questions to people, you can be physically present, right? So that people can trust you and know you, that you are there, the real people, right? Otherwise other things can be automated, like just like in any other company, right? The process, they automate things so that becomes easier for the process to take place. So yeah, I would say that, yeah. So how we do it, so it's not that we are sitting here like 9 to 5. We are not doing that. Of course our family is there always, and we are also now walking around with the kids time as well. So like I mean, I have mentioned it in our previous videos as well. So we are both working from home now, doing full time this business. And we have got our schedules as well. So it's not only the business we are doing, we are focusing on this. Of course this is our priority, because this is what we are building a legacy for our kids, and we are giving in all the time and effort. We are completely dedicated and focused into this. But having said though, we have got other personal
Yes.
development, and we are looking after that, self-care, that all comes in. So, and then this is the beauty, you can do everything in here.
It's more flexibility, right? I mean, when you we don't have to take leave from from workplace, have to have a pre-planned leave and things like that, right? I mean, we I mean, the beauty about this, like, I mean, we spend so much time together now. Like, I mean, we used to be as a couple, we used to spend time. I mean, we in that particular in the middle of the journey, like, that was a, we miss those time, right? I mean, in terms of, where when we had the child, when we had kids and so forth, right? I mean, we getting those time back. I mean, again, as Poonam said, I echo the same thing. this business is so flexible. Like it is running in the back end. There's automation, but there's things that need to be automation. It is automated, right? So which is pretty much leveraging from that aspects. But from in saying that, like, there's things that you need to do, be the face of your business, like we are, right? I mean, because a social media, it's a great platform, but again, when there's opportunity, there's a risk there, right? The challenges there, right? People trying to take advantage of things, right?
Yeah, and
Which
there's so
is,
many cloned accounts
yeah.
as well, and scams going around.
So we have to be like in any business, we have to be presence there, and that's why we are presence there, right? We have to show up and say, hey, we are the real life people out here, right? Doing this, people like doing this online business, right? So those are legit things, right? We're doing this. That doesn't matter, yeah. That's what it is from that aspects. Automation is there, from the aspects need to be done, like in terms of no documentation side of it. There's the admin side has been taken care of, and all those things, right? Where automation is required, it is already there. But it's all depends what you want to do from in saying that. But I mean, the time is spent is a quality time is spent, which is like we love coming online, speaking, with our audience, with our followers, with the supporters, like, and we love doing that. Like maybe 4 years back we weren't, right? But now
Of course,
the
yes.
confidence it has given to us, like this is the avenue we can reach out to them, right? We can get inspired or inspire someone, right? Or to motivate someone, right? I mean, this is the blessings of this business that allows us to do these things, right? That we at the back of our mind wanted to do this for a very long time, but didn't had that opportunity to do those things,
We
right?
didn't have
So
the means of doing it. We didn't
exactly.
find the right means of doing it. But then through this is where we are, and this is what we love doing. So I think it's more easier to come up here and just speak to everyone out
Yeah.
there rather than sending out long messages over there.
and
But yeah,
and we also like the audience, right? The audience, they send the questions, right?
of
In terms of
course,
the
yes.
this is one of the questions from one of the audience, right? So we really appreciate your questions, we appreciate your feedback from them,
Yes,
any
on all
questions.
the episodes we have been getting, we have really appreciate all your feedbacks, and we have been getting good questions as well. And that's what we are trying to do here, to inspire and give out all the answers as transparent as we can be. And
And just to just to summarize that, yes, in any business you have to spend time, right? It depends how you plan it out, how you prioritize them. It is very flexible from these aspects. Yes, you spend time, but you can align the way you want to spend time, right? As
yes.
Poonam said, you want to go go in the beginning, you want to go out and understand everything, so you plan it out. There's avenues of doing it. You're still working, when you commute, you can spare the time and and do things, right? Like what we did before, and now we're doing this like full time, right? So yeah. Having said though, if you have any other questions from our audience, our supporters or followers, please do send us those questions. We might bring up in the next segment, right?
Yeah.
With these your questions, and then we break it down, elaborate, and share the what's all about.
What our thoughts about,
Yes.
and what we are getting as well. So
And some of you maybe who's also doing some other business, right? I mean, you can drop in comment how you guys spending time.
how you are being able to
Yes.
manage, and how much time do you give in for your own business.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, that was the question for today. And of course, yeah, it all depends on the time you have. So you can walk around with your time, as we have already always mentioned. You walk around, so it can be done in the pockets of your time. It's not that it requires your whole 9 to 5. No, nothing such as that. It's just,
If it was that, we won't be doing this.
no, of course, it would be rather doing the 9 to 5.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why we have got so many thousands of people around the globe who are still working full time, and maybe some of them are even doing 2 3 jobs, and then still being able to manage this business as a side hustle as well. So that's the beauty about this business, that
They are aligning that, right? I mean,
they are prioritizing what
yeah,
they have
exactly.
to. They are scheduling, and that's what they are doing. So what needs to be done, and where the priority needs to be, and you schedule your time, how much time you gonna be putting in that, and how much time you're gonna be putting in there, and that's how you go.
So all our followers and supporters, thank you so much for your love and support, and for following. If you think
Yes.
you want this page to be shared by someone who might be inspired, who might be looking at it, please do share our page, and yeah, do reach out to us.
Yes, and if you know someone who was looking for this, the answer for this question, you may tag them in here as well. And yeah, by all means, thank you and welcome to all our lovely new followers.
Yes.
Thank you, and thank you for following us. And God bless you all, and have a happy Thursday. And I'll be back again with another Go Live later in the afternoon. So
Bye for
bye for
now.
now. Thank
Namaste.
you.